Petro Gazz has a golden opportunity to try and get one of those first tickets to the finals, but it'll have to start with a win here today against Choco Mucho. It won't be that easy, given that the Flying Titans do have their veteran smarts. So this game is undoubtedly a turning point, and we should all watch and see how the heart of volleyball throbs tonight. It's Petro Gazz going up against the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Hello, everybody. Paneng Conensuarto is with us. But Sam, let's go to you. What was it like inside the locker rooms of both teams?
You know what, Sir Sev, for the Petro Gazz Angels, I really felt a sense of confidence. Magaan yung feeling sa locker room. But for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, iba yung storya. Everybody is locked in. In fact, yung ilang mga players ayaw magpa-interview. And of course, they have all the right to lock in because they are in a do-or-die situation.
I understand. And Paneng, you've been in these games before. It's not easy, especially in the semifinals, as we look at where the teams are and we go straight into the team standings, actually.
Well, actually, Sir Seb, ito, no, yung Choco Mucho Flying Titans, ang ganda nung pinakita nilang laro nung first game nila. But yun nga lang, hindi nila nakuha yung panalo. But if you're Petro Gazz Angels naman, the momentum is with them. Ang ganda nung pinakita nilang game all throughout the game. Though na 4 sets yon, but still, it was a very good game for the Petro Gazz Angels. So coming into this game, this is a very important game for both squads. But like what I mentioned, the momentum is on the side of Petro Gazz. But Choco Mucho, knowing them, talagang babawi sila coming into this game.
Absolutely. Petro Gazz, the Angels, they got something special. You know, it's always special when a player galing sa injury, biglang maglalaro. Ang tagal, nung pag-aantay, yung pagdududa sa sarili. Kasi, di ba, di mo alam kung masasaktan ka uli. How can you perform? But Jonah Sabete, well, she performed.
Well, definitely. And you know, I know Jonah Sabete na talagang sobrang sipag ng player na to, na kahit na may injury siya, magdo-double time siya sa kanyang therapy and talagang makakaabot siya kagad kahit na tagal niya nawala. Pagbalik niya sa court, hindi mo naman parang, hindi mo mapapansin na matagal siya nawala dahil ang ganda din ng pinakita niyang game, especially during their previous game where she scored 19 points and 5 kill blocks. That's her career high so far for this conference.
Ito mga volleyball player, akala mo hindi nalalagay sa TV, no? Nagmo-model-model, paikot-ikot pa, kumakaway pang ganon. Nakausap mo si Jonah Sabete.
Oo nga, sabi mo nga, Paneng, you know, Jonah Sabete, one of the hardest workers out there, very disciplined pagdating sa kanyang physical therapy. And that is so true. Because when I was talking to her, sabi niya, hindi siya mapakali, but maybe now is the time, Paneng, na kailangan maging pasaway daw siya in a good way. So what does that mean? In those 6 weeks na nawala siya, she said she would still try to do some jumps on the side during training and use that opportunity to work on passing and defense. Now, her teammates really encourage her not to lose confidence, magkaroon pa rin ng kumpiyansa. And you've got Remy Palma really rallying on Jonah Sabete to never give up. So for today, she's just gonna listen to her body. Sabi sa akin ni Jonah that they had 2 days of light training. So let's see how that plays out for her team today.
Exactly. Always a good story when an athlete bounces back from an injury and performs well. Now, Paneng, one of the important players, of course, is the libero. Kanina, karoon ako ng chance makipagdigan kay Tang Ponce. Wala akong sinabi, siyempre. Hindi naman ako uubra dito sa magaling na to eh.
But actually, you know, Tang Ponce, I want to highlight her best performance during their first game where she was able to get 31 out of 40 on serve reception, which means more than 70%, 77.5% reception efficiency. So whenever she's in the back row, you will expect na pag sa kanya mapunta yung bola, yung serve ng kalaban, mantaas ng percentage niya with a good first ball. So it's up to her attackers on how to convert that good first ball into a point.
Absolutely. And yun ang biruan namin kanina, sabi namin, inaabot dapat yung bola. Actually, binibigay na lang sa setter. Nakausap mo rin si Tang.
Yes, actually, Tang Ponce is one of the girls who really knows how to stay calm under pressure. Nung nakausap ko siya, she said that everybody feels pressure. It's just up to you on how you deal with it. And actually, I found out that she is actually roommates with Cici Rondina. So after that game over the weekend, nag-usap sila. Of course, they are very sad about that heartbreaking loss. But then they just charged it to experience. Sabi nila, it's really the breaks of the game. You know, they had the advantage. 1 point na lang. So maybe it wasn't for them, but for today they are locked in and they really want to get that win and and they really are trusting in each other's hard work.
Which is so important. We'll take a very short break, but when we return, Paneng, Sam, and I will talk about the possible showdown between some MVPs in this game. It's Petro Gazz against Choco Mucho when we return and talk more about this upcoming game. Well, we're just about moments away from the battle royale we have prepared for you, and Paneng, two MVPs are going to go up against each other here in this game.
Well, definitely. And these two MVPs, sila yung mga top scorers ng teams nila. And really, ang taas ng load nila whenever they go for the attack. And let's talk about these two MVPs. First is si Brooke Van Sickle from the Petro Gazz Angels, where she was able to get 26 points during their game against Streamline Cool Smashers. And on the other hand, it's Cici Rondina, where she got 29 points naman against Akari. So when we talk about Brooke Van Sickle, is ang taas din ang percentage niya whenever she goes for the attack. And what's amazing din dito kay Brooke is her stamina. Na parang hindi siya napapagod all throughout the game kahit gaano nakalate matapos yung game. Very efficient yung kanyang mga attacks. But si Cici Rondina naman on the other hand, madalas sa kanya pupunta yung kanyang setter, especially sa mga out-of-system plays, where this is amazing. She was able to score 29 points out of 85 attempts. Okay. So it means 85 attempts, sobrang dami nun for a player in just one game. So dapat coming into this game, other players and attackers should step up also to contribute in the scoring department for Choco Mucho.
Sam?
Yeah, I'm sure everybody's so excited to see that showdown between these two players. Kasi nabanggit mo nga, the level of athleticism is just something else. And I'm sure our fans want to vote also and join our conversation online. We do have a poll running on the Pilipinas Live app talking about these two ladies right here. Which former MVP will power her team to a big win? Is it Brooke Van Sickle of the Petro Gazz Angels, or is it the high-flying Cici Rondina of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans? Don't forget to use the hashtag PVL 2025 when you join your conversation with us.
Thank you very much, Sam. All I know is based on what Paneng said na itong dalawang MVP to, matibay ang resistensya. Ako, lahat ng schedule ko after this, kinancel ko na. Kasi 4 sets or 5 sets. Kayo rin, pagkakainin nyo, huwag nyo kami papatayin muna. Dikit lang kayo kasi ito, mahaba ang bakbakan nito. It's Petro Gazz going up against Choco Mucho here in the PVL. Just very shortly, don't go too far away.
Now, big difference the 1 year ago PVL. So now this time, change, skill difference, atmosphere difference, the before game. We have to try to skill practice, but important human mind. Now my team, the 7 middle, we can make a one team, just middle. This 7 middle, everyone, every day fighting, so they can improve. So now skill and brains, mental, same, improve step by step. But now good balance, skill practice and mentality, brains. Always I said to player, no queen, no champion, you are challenger. So always you are trying to game the challenger spirits. Always do best and down the guard, 挑戦. Always we are challenger. Petro Gazz is a 挑戦者.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Phil Sports Arena, Pasig City, Philippines. This is the semifinal round of the PVL All-Filipino Conference 2025. Match number 91 features the Petro Gazz Angels and the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. And now let's introduce our officials for this match. Our first referee, Sasi Prapa Pimtong Kongburi, FIVB International Referee from Thailand. Our second referee, Herbert Matematico, International Referee from the Philippines. And now the starters. First, for the Petro Gazz Angels. Middle blocker from the Far Eastern University, number 9, team captain Ram Palma. Outside spiker from the University of Hawaii, number 10, Brooke Van Sickle. Middle blocker from Juniata College, number 13, MJ Phillips. Outside spiker from the National University, number 15, Myla Pablo. Center from De La Salle University, number 17, G. Saed. Opposite hitter from Bulacan State University, number 20, Jonas Abete. Starting libero from the University of Santo Tomas, number 23, Baby Love Barbon. And the head coach for Petro Gazz, Koji Surabara. And now the starters for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Outside spiker from the University of Santo Tomas, number 18, team captain, C.C. Rondina. Outside spiker from the University of the Philippines, number 1, Isa Molde. Center from De La Salle University, number 9, Mars Alba. Opposite hitter from the University of Perpetual Health System Delta, number 15, Royce Tupino. Middle blocker from Arellano University, number 17, Lorraine Pecania. Middle blocker from De La Salle Dasmariñas, number 22, Cherry Nunag. Starting libero from Adamson University, number 16, Tang Ponce. And the head coach for Choco Mucho, Sante Alinsunurin. This game is held under the supervision and regulation of the
And we are just about ready to put the ball into serve. And here's a look at Petro Gazz and who they're starting with, Panay.
They have the same lineup that they used during the first game of the semifinals. You have Phillips, Palma, Sabete, Saet, Van Sickle, Pablo, and their libero, Barbon.
Choco Mucho, on the other hand, goes with this unit.
It's also the same lineup that they've used during their game against Sakari. They have Nunag, Pecanya, Tubino, Alba, Cici Rondina, Isa Molde, and of course their libero, Tang Ponce.
And of course, you know by now that we have a guest referee as our first referee from Thailand, Miss Sarirapa Patintong Kamburi. And Herbert Matematico is the Filipino second referee. We are underway with the first serve. Alba sets up this one, and the first point is on the board for Choco Mucho.
That was the first quick attack from Choco Mucho. Actually, that was a good first ball from Cici Rondina. Nasakto lang kay Alba, so she was able to activate Cherry Nunag right away with a quick hit.
And the first serve belongs to Mars Alba. She sends it into the net. You know, this is the kind of game where people will gamble with their serves. Hindi lang ipapasok ito.
Yes.
They will use it as a weapon here.
I agree because, you know, as much as possible, mahirapan yung kalaban nyo sa first ball dahil dun din mahirapan yung setter to have a good set play and activate their attackers.
Yeah, aga-aga nilang ma-out of system, as we like to call it. Ponce sets up on Tina, and it gets the catch of the net. It was a friendly bounce.
We did talk about her during the pre-game na usually siya yung main option ng Choco Mucho ng mga out-of-system plays, and that's one of the out-of-system plays from Choco Mucho. Ang layo ng set from Tang Ponce.
It seems to be that it's systematic for them. When they go out of system, they'll possibly most likely go to Rondina as Alba sets it to the other side. Molde is rejected, but Alba resets. This one, Tobino blasts away! There's a net call.
There was, but nonetheless, sabihin natin walang net call. Ang ganda pa rin ng palo na yan ni Royce Tubino on the overball. Take a look at that again.
And Rondina will be serving. Early lead by Choco Mucho at 3-1. Net touch again. And it will be a point again for Choco Mucho.
This is a good start for the Flying Titans. You could see Mars Alba really distributing her sets.
4-1 Choco Mucho.
4-1 is the count. Choco Mucho with the early lead. The serve, bit of a cross. And does Sabete get it? She does. Down the line.
Much needed point for the Petro Gazz Angels. That was Jonas Sabete on the opposite hit, targeting down the line.
Team captain, Rem Palma.
And that enables them to obtain the serve. Early lead by Choco Mucho. Palma, her serve is out. And let's go to our first report from Sam Cordales.
Sir Seven Paneng, after that heartbreaking loss of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, Isa Molde told me that they all stayed together and immediately watched that game together. She said talagang they have to start stronger like what they are doing in this match at nawala yung sistema ni Coach Dante in that game. She even acknowledged that her blocking wasn't on point, but the silver lining is they still stayed together after that moment. Nag-uusap pa din sila, and today she said they're coming in with renewed spirits and better energy. Isa just wants everyone to play their game, manalo o matalo, because it's been a 6-month journey for her and her teammates. So let's see if the Titans can indeed start better in this set in an effort to bounce back, or if the Angels will continue their momentum. Back to you both.
Well, this tournament, yep, it's been long, but it has benefited many people, especially the teams like Zeus Coffee, for instance. And we, the fans, have been so fulfilled. In the meantime, Choco Mucho blasting away, now with a 3-point lead.
That was again Cici Rondina from the back row. Take a look at that, avoiding the block of MJ Phillips.
And Rodina has 2 of the 6 points thus far. Sabete receiving. Chisaet sends it to Marjana. Alba, pipe attack. Rodina foiled. Alba twirls around. Drop by Molde. Confusion on the side of Petro Gazz.
Sayang yung chance na yun for Petro Gazz. Dahil andun na yung coverage pero nagkailangan lang yung dalawang defense on who will get that second ball.
No, minsan yung second ball, yung in your mind, second ball dapat makanino. So you end up confused. And this is not confusing. MJ Phillips knocks it into the open space for her second point.
That was actually above her blockers. Take a look at that high reach from MJ Phillips on the quick.
Oh, now that you mentioned it, yes indeed. Over the fence she went. And it's a 7-4 count. Myla. Alba. And Pecania nowhere to go.
Phillips was there. She already knew that the ball will be given to Pecania on the quick.
And we have the first block of the set. Brought to you by East West Bank, the official bank of the PVL All-Filipino Conference. Myla Pablo with her second serve. It's long. We have arrived at the first technical timeout mark. 8-5, Choco Mucho is ahead.
Na-miss niyo ba yung game namin? Kung na-miss niyo, subscribe na to our YouTube channel. Subscribe na!
Now serving for the Flying Titans, Isa Molde.
Arena Plus Astig sa sports as Isa Molde serves at 8-5. There's a bit of battle at the net. Van Sickle, first real shot. Rondina counters. Handled well by Jonas Sabete. Van Sickle resets. General has her hands on it. Cici, it's playable. Van Sickle tries, but out of reach.
Rondina.
Spike of the set, atid sa inyo ng Duncan pasalubong ng Bayan.
Actually, if you take a look at the Flying Titans, ang ganda ng defense pattern sila na parang they scouted the play of Petro Gazz Angels very well coming
Good point,
from
yeah.
from their loss nung first game nila, and ngayon iba't iba yung galaw ng Flying Titans.
Laking bagay ng coaching staff working together. Ano? Dadissect nila yung laro. This time, this one drops unintentionally for Van Sickle. It's now 9-6.
But it was actually a good defense from CC Rondina. Take a look at that. She was able to hit that ball, tumama sa net, which means buhay pa yung bola, but wala lang coverage from the Flying Titans, so who will get the
wala
second
sa
ball.
pwesto yung pang salo. In the meantime, Alba has to scamper. Rondina soaring and scoring off Sabete.
CC Rondina, we know na whenever she goes for that open hit, hindi mo yan pwedeng bantayan lang sa isang pwesto dahil sobrang dami niyan pwedeng daanan ng bola. Down the line, long balls, or even mga short drop balls niya.
That's yung volleyball players would call it, malikot ang kamay niyan eh.
That's right.
Van Sickle, Alba heaves it. Rondina hit it underneath.
Missed time there on the approach and not a good contact from Rondina. But what about the defense of Royce Tubino? Ang dami na pinapakawalan na palo ni Brooke Van Sickle sa down the line and she was able to dig those balls na ang ganda ng dating kay Mars.
Parang basang-basa niya kung anong gagawin ni natawag ko itong Brooke Shields eh. Laking mali. Anyway, back to reality. Brooke cuts it up. Oh, look at Tubino's skin on the floor. Rondina! And Sickle says, no way, give it back to me. Bang Ponce. This could be the first long rally. It is. Alba whips it. Sabete. Van Sickle, they have to send it over. Myla does. Ponce sets. Alba. Got it to Nunag.
A good set from Mars Alba. Tumingin pa siya sa pwesto ng blockers ng Petro Gazz Angels and she saw that si Brooke Van Sickle lang yung mag-isa doon na magbabantay kay Cherry Nunag. So that there was a big space there and down the line for her.
Good point. Good observation, Paneng. Talagang chinek niya eh. Noon na nag-iisa si Van Sickle doon sa eksena niya. Sabete has to keep it in play. Van Sickle shoots at it. In the meantime, Alba says, let's try this. Tubino tracked down. Kept in play. Van Sickle heaves it over. Here's Alba checking the other side. Tubino. Oh, the second longest rally is in progress. One more time. Let's cut it up. Tubino gets out of the way. Here comes Rondina. It's, oh! Nanggigil si Sisi.
Yes, nanggigil. Nanggigil siya doon. Haba na daw ng rally. But grabe yung defense ng Petro Gazz Angels. Even though na may mga overballs, napabasa pa rin nila yung mga atake ng Choco Mucho.
Alam mo, tayo mga fans, nag-i-enjoy pag mahaba ang rally, pero yung mga player, hingal na yan.
Oh, take a look at them.
Hingal, kabayo na yan. Come on na. 11-8. Maganda yung first set natin. Back-backan agad. Oh! Hindi na inbound. Seaside sends it to Pablo. It's foiled at the net. Chance to attack. Close. Rondina. Good defense by Petro, ha?
Yes.
Solid, ha? Alba. Rondina. Seaside said, alam ko na yan. Van Sickle.
Oh, that was one-handed defense from Molde.
Second long rally. This is the law. And there's the call of 4 touches.
Yeah, 4 touches already. But grabe yung sequence na ang lalakas ng palo from both squads. But grabe din yung defense and pwesto ng Choco Mucho and ng Petro Gazz.
Alam mo, pag nandiyan ka, masakit yan. Mawawala sandali. Pero pagod ka dahil sa adrenaline mo.
Oo. Ang bilis ng balikan ng bola.
Hindi nagtatagal eh. 11-9 na score natin. Lamang pa rin ng Choco Mucho. Rubino decides to tap it. And somebody got impatient at the net.
Napatawa na lang si Coach Koji dun sa error na yon. But what's important is for the Petro Gazz Angels na makabawi kagad at hindi na hayaan lumaki yung lamang ng Flying Titans.
Stay close all the way. Rondina's shot is in the air. Here comes Tubino. And Rondina has no help at the back row.
Good block from Myla Pablo.
That is actually the first point of Myla Pablo. The serve now belongs to team captain Remy Palma. Another filled up Field Sports Arena. This shot is off the defense. It will be a point for Choco Mucho.
There was a block touch called on the MJ Phillips. A quick side out for the Flying Titans.
Serving for Choco Mucho, Cherry Nunag.
Nunag serving at 13-10. Van Sickle to side. Pablo. Rondina chased down by Nunag. Alba will give it easy over. Chance to attack. It works.
First combination play from the Petro Gazz Angels.
And Sabete already with her second point of this first set.
Now serving for Petro Gazz.
And Sabete will be serving. Their team currently down by 2.
Good serve.
Solid. Ponce lifting it high. Molde, it's into the waiting arms of Alba. Honey Royce. Phillips. Ponce gets burned.
Grabe yung set na yun ni Chisa, and ang layo niya sa net, but she still calls MJ Phillips to go for the quick approach, and ang ganda, sakto kay MJ Phillips yung set niya na yun.
Sakto yung pagkakasibat nun. In the meantime, timeout requested by Dante Alin Sunurin.
Mga bitin natin, di ba kita ni Mars? Every time na may transition tayo mga squad naman kasi bantay na bantay tayo sa ginagawa nila kasi minsan pag dito palo, natuwal sila. Okay, importante yung middle natin ha. Every time transition ha. Galaw ng galaw, hingi ng hingi ha. Go.
Steady. Steady, steady.
Dante Alin Sunurin telling us what we often say about activating the middle. Angels hoping to become a participant in the finals again for the 4th time. It's been quite a journey for them actually.
That's right, but we know may mga championship experience din itong Petro Gazz Angels.
Lalo na if you look at them individually, di ba?
Petro Gazz, Jonas Abete.
And as a team, tama ka. Iba yung sanay manalo. Actually, yun ang difference ng 4 teams na nasa semis. They just know how to win those big games. Regalo! Goodbye!
Take a look at that. We're tied at 13. Kanina lang humahabol ang Petro Gazz sa lamang ng Flying Titans, but this time because of their good serves and steady defense, na-activate nila kagad yung mga middle attackers nila.
And Phillips has already accounted for 5 of the 13 points of Petro. Alba, look at that set. Beautifully done, but kept in play nonetheless by Temperatura. This shot, Rondina could be a libero, you know. In the meantime, Alba with one hand on it. And another long rally in progress. Itinaas, Pablo susubok. And look at this. Petro is in the lead by 1. Look at the Myra point of the set, brought to you by Myra, the Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin powdered whitening lotion.
That was a sharp angle from Myla Pablo.
Naswak sa Myra. In the meantime, this is in play. Hinabol. Myla. 2-point lead by the Angels.
Again, same angle, same direction of the attack there from Myla Pablo.
Nakikita ba yan pag na-umere ka? Kita mo bang maluwag dun sa ganun?
Yes.
Kita, no?
Oo, kita mo
no?
na kung nasan yung pwesto ng blockers, at lalo na pag wala kang cross-court block.
Ay, fiesta.
Fiesta talaga.
Ay, parang regalo. Rondina. Sabete doing well defensively. And look at this. It's a 3-point lead by Petro as we arrive at the 2nd technical timeout. There is no challenge. We will move on to this break.
Bitin na kayo sa games? Watch all the replays at PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
Still serving for the Angels, Jonah Sabete. Substitution for Choco.
Okay, SB Finance, ang BFF na malalapitan. You know, earlier it was 13-10 with Choco Mucho still in the lead. And suddenly, the Angels uncorked a 6-0 run. And now they lead by 3. Alba, Rubino. That floor defense has been airtight for the Angels.
I agree.
Did start that strong, but now as the game progresses, although in that last sequence, that didn't hold.
Much needed point for the Flying Titans. But I think the 6-0 run started when Jonah Sabete really unloading good serves.
That's a good
Ang
point.
ganda ng float ng serve niya na halos dikit lang sa net. And nahihirapan makakuha ng magandang first ball yung Flying Titans early on.
Good point. In the meantime, that does not cross, and the point belongs to Choco Mucho. It'll make it just a 1-point game here in the first.
That's right, a mini run here for the Flying Titans.
Last 2 points have been scored by the Flying Titans. Close and tight here in the first. Uh-oh.
Her contact was a bit too low.
Ang lalim niyang kinuha.
Yeah. But this 2-point advantage, kayang-kayang habulin ng Flying Titans yan. Dahil kanina, nakakuha na sila ng mini run but it just ended in a service error.
Yep.
So it's important for them now to have a good first ball.
Myla sends it over cleanly. Rondina. Myla says, I got it. Right in the middle. Van Sickle.
Oh!
What a smart move.
I think that was the first drop ball from Brooke. Dahil kanina pa siya, lalakas ng palo niya on the cross and down the line. But this time, she actually missed her approach. But that was a good adjustment from her, just dropping the ball behind her blockers.
And now it's back to a 3-point lead for the Angels. Molde is foiled. Tang Ponce becomes a setter. Molde resets. And not grounded on the floor was Myla Pablo.
There was a miscommunication on the defense between Pablo and Sabete. But at least after that error, they were able to discuss what happened and maybe adjust in the next sequence.
18-16. Good set.
Oh,
Tobino with good hands. Rondina foiled, punches it over. She saw it, elevates it. Phillips. Caught downstairs by Barbon, and what a shot by Van Sickle.
a good defense, good adjustment from the side of the Petro Gazz Angels. Alam natin na middle blocker si MJ Phillips, but we saw her approach for that opposite hit. Kaya itong si Chisa, who is in the front row, pinaghihiwalay niya yung dalawang attackers niya para lumaki din yung pwesto ng blockings ng Flying Titans.
That's foiled.
Oh.
That's checked.
What a block from Rondina. Guarding that down the line and reading the slide attack of Remy Palma.
You know, if you come out of a heartbreaking loss, we've used the word heartbreaking many times here. That's exactly what happened to Choco Mucho. They had a 3-point lead in the 5th set, but could not close the deal. This shot, Tobino. Rondina. Oh, lalim na kuha ni Myla. Oh! Van Sickle. Oh, that's Sabete rather, who hits the bench. Oh!
Good
What
effort.
an effort by Jonah.
Yes, and we keep on mentioning that this game is very important for both squads. Take a look at what happened there again. Gandang habol, but what a finish here for Cherry Nunag on the quick.
Buti na lang, nandun si Assistant Coach Brian Esquivel. Nasalo niya si Jonah. Siyempre, wala nang isip-isip sa injury. Bola ang hahabulin. Makinig tayo.
Kanya, ready? Okay, good. Let's go, let's go. Good work, good work. It's okay, good footwork. Take number here. It's okay. But next one, everyone understand. Group. Everyone come on. Come on, come on. Okay. Go, go, Onote! Ranya, go!
Dalawang bagay lang yan eh. Talagang matagal na sa Pilipinas si Coach Koji. Or, pinakamalinaw na timeout niyang naintindihan ko yan sa lahat ng games ng Petro na cover ko. On the other side of the floor, they're looking for an appearance again in the All-Filipino Finals. Dante has not won it with Choco Mucho. Of course, you know the success he has had with NU. And in the meantime, it's time for this set to continue. 1918. This mind game is on. Sabete. Van Sickle. Oh!
Good response from the timeout. Sharp angle on the cross court again from Brooke Van Sickle.
And Okunsanya was there, but their hands not totally ready.
Yes. Sayang yung pwesto, no? Dahil nabasa na niya eh.
Minsan, pag sumayaw yung bola sa ere o yung lakas, Rondina pounds covering well. Rondina manages to hit it off the block. It's outside point for Choco.
There was actually a substitution from the side of the Petro Gazz Angels. Rania Musa checking in for Remy Palma.
Madalas nilang gawin yan sa pattern na yan. Lalo na sa dulo ng set. Pablo. Musa jumping up. For General rather. Oh! We're tied. Tobino burning that up. Scoring the tying point at 20. Two defenders, walang nagawa. Lumipad, Van Sickle. Myla Pablo covers well. Van Sickle off the hands. General. So that Van Sickle touches it last.
For CC Rondina. Ang taas ng efficiency na whenever they go for the open hit. But that was a long ball from her. Natamaan actually shoulder doon ni Brooke Van Sickle.
And we are in a timeout called by Petro.
It's okay, don't worry. Good catch, good catch. After, come on, come on, come on. No, you practice.
Okay, guys. One step. Next point. Petro Gazz Angels.
Okay. We've had runs by both teams. Earlier, it was a 6-0 run by the Angels. And a counter 8-4 is currently in progress for Choco Mucho. You know, Coach Koji remains optimistic. He's telling them, good job, so that they don't lose faith and concentration here. Oh, what a play.
Oh, what? Grabe yung defense ni Mars Alba.
Yes, doing everything. And Bourbon is there. That's punched over. Alba got to it. Tobino. It's outside. The point belongs to Petro.
Yeah, it hit the antenna. No block touch.
And we are tied at 21. Neither side giving any quarter here in this opening set. Sabi sa inyo, kung ano may schedule nyo, baguhin nyo na eh. In the air we go. Tobino. Oh, good hands by both sides. The quick. Molde. Alba. Tobino. Campiatura. Pablo. Ang ganda ng defense both sides. Ah! Look at the walk. Look at the walk.
But it was actually a good block again from Myla Pablo.
Ito, mas maganda sa Tagalog. Panoorin nyo ang rampa nito, ha? May smile pa. Yung iba dyan, iirap eh. Pero siya, glamorous. Time out. Si Coach Dante.
Cover tayo, cover. Atin to, Sampasa lang.
Actually, Paneng. Both teams are playing well.
Pasa ha. Go, go,
I
go, go, go,
agree.
go.
Lalo na dami nating long rally.
Ang defensive posture ng dalawa, alam nila yung importansya nitong game na ito eh. Kung Petro ka nga naman, manalo ka rito, may chance ka na eh. You're as close as you can be to a slot in the finals. While you're Choco, you don't want to lose here and say goodbye to any of your chances. So it's almost like championship night actually.
Still serving for the Angels.
Do or die na kung do or die. Nobody wants to die here tonight. The serve belongs to Brooke.
A good first ball.
Eto, ganda nung play. Ganda nung play. When they get their combination and down pat, they're in a good place.
Minsan lang tayo makakita ng combination play from the Flying Titans. And ang ganda ng patong na yon si Rondina.
Exactly.
Dahil nalilate din yung blockers eh. If when you go for a combination play.
Rondina has accounted for 8 points. Sabetes! Block!
Back-to-back points from the Flying Titans. Take a look at that good block from Molde.
One-point lead. Rondina sliding on the floor. Bourbon is there. Pablo taps it over. It's outside. And I think the set is done.
I was outside.
Oh, not yet. One more point. They're at set point. And Alba was pointing at the antenna. Paneng.
Yeah, she saw it already. It went behind the antenna. But you know, if there's no whistle, tuloy pa rin ang play.
Walang pito, tuloy. Oh, ganda ng bawi. Ito si Jonas Sabete, napaka-fighter, ano?
Yes.
Stig lumaban ito eh.
And she was actually one of the top scorers during their previous games.
Ito si Jonah, taga-Escalante, Negros Occidental. Mga gatanaw sa atunda, maayong gabi da. Ito naman si Mars. Hello.
Oh!
Ball contact ang tawag. Ginawagan ng ating referee from Thailand ng double contact. Sabi ni Dante Alinsunurin, okay lang yan. Tabla-tabla.
Yes, we're going for an extended first set.
Sabi sa inyo, hindi lang 5 sets ito eh. Bawat set nito, 40 points ba? Grabe. Kulang ang score sheet natin. Mars Alba. Napakalinis naman ang pagkakagawa, no?
I know. And medyo mataas yung daan ng drop ball niya. So makikita mo na talaga i-drop niya behind the blockers but medyo bumagal lang doon yung coverage.
Oo, yung lobo-lobo eh.
Yeah.
Nung na-realize ni Myla, medyo late siya. In the meantime,
Serving for the set, Des Cheng.
Des Cheng seeing action for the first time here tonight. Close. Tracked down by Des. Block. Oh! They will challenge. I think they will challenge.
The Petro Gazz team, sila yung nag-call ng challenge for a net fault.
And took a while before our referee from Thailand, referee Sasi Prapa Pintong Kamburi. Alam mo, sa tagal ko sa trabaho to, ang trick naman sa Thailand na isilabigate mo lang. Pag mabagal, madali. Pag mabilis, wala. Sa volleyball, patay ako dyan eh. Pag mabilis, Philippines against Thailand. Ah! This is a crucial point.
Yes, actually, yung Petro Gazz yung tumawag ng net ball. But, if we look back at the sequence, parang may kill block eh. From
actually,
Petro Gazz na walang coverage on the side of Choco Mucho.
Exactly.
But, Choco Mucho was saying that tumawag ng challenge yung Petro Gazz.
While in play.
While in play.
So, mangyayari to, point, pag successful, we will replay the point.
Yes. most probably that will be the scenario.
That's why we're looking at it very closely. We have the cue. Parang wala. Referee Sasi Prapa is talking to Chisayat, who is captain on the floor. Let's try to listen in kung pwede direct. Kung meron tayong yung mga mic natin. Well, not much is being said right now. Ano, isa pang review yata eh.
I think so because I think I saw Chisaet na sinasabi sa referee na it was not the hands of the blockers. It was the midsection or maybe yung pagbaba niya from the block doon sumabit sa net.
We're gonna check on it in a while. We do have a review referee. Here it is. Referee says, yep, it's ended.
Yes.
First set will go to Choco. G-Side is still there. G is still asking about it. Well, much ado about something, but they don't get anything out of it. We'll take our first set break. And the first set going the way of Choco Mucho.
With Myra Whitening Vitamin Lotion, stand out with a brighter skin that just glows. Don't just be bright, be Vita Brighter with Myra Whitening Vitamin Lotion.
Player highlights, we got you covered. Subscribe now to the PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
Oh boy, look at that. 36 minutes and close and tight all the way, Paning.
That's right. From the start of that set, all the way until finish, grabe yung mga long rallies natin. Both squads really hindi talaga gusto magpatalo or magbigay ng mga madadaling bola sa opponents nila. It was a good first set for the Petro Gazz Angels and the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, with Flying Titans winning that set in an extended fashion with 26 to 24, and look at that attack point, 17 for Choco Mucho and 15 for the Angels, and pareho lang tayo, 3 kill blocks from both squads and same errors lang din, 6 errors from both squads, but also yung attack efficiency ng Petro Gazz Angels. 15 attack points lang out of 60 attempts compared to the Flying Titans with 17 attack points against 66 attempts. So, ang baba lang ng percentage nito. It's like 25% efficiency lang from both squads, which just means na ang ganda nung pagkaka-scout ng either squad sa mga attackers. Dahil ang ganda ng pwesto nila, ang daming malalakas na palong pinapakawalan, but grabe yung defense na umaabot lang sa setters nila. That's why we also had a lot of long rallies for that set. So the momentum is on the side of the Flying Titans, and we know and we did mention na babawi to from their first game loss.
Now this is a test of both character and endurance, and that was close and tight. Could have gone either way actually. It's just unfortunate that somebody has to eventually lose, but the point of the game is first to win 3 sets. Second set is underway. Rondina Sabete has been on the floor, and Mars is too far away, but that's out.
First point of the second goes to the Flying Titans.
The different lineup for the Angels with Rania Musa starting for this second set.
And it's noticeable that Dante Alinsunurian is using both liberos extensively here. Normally, Villa General doesn't get that much time with Dan Ponce around, but now they've developed the system for tonight. They're alternating quite frequently. Kasi yung pahirapan yung rallies eh. Chisay. Topino wallops over Van Siegel. Misses the target.
Was outside. So to your point, na si Tang Ponce yung ginagamit ni Coach Dante whenever they need the first ball or serve ng Petro Gazz Angels. Tapos si Villa General, yung pag sila yung magdi-defense. Kaya ang daming palitan na nangyayari.
Oh! Lakas nun.
Oh!
Sayang. Mars got pinned there. Lakas ng ricochet ng bola.
But it was a good defense.
Yeah. I met Mars Alba's mother in the mall before the game. Nagkakwentuhan kami that they do come from Iloilo. Hindi nababanggit na taga Iloilo siya. So it was a nice quick chat with the mother of Mars Alba. In the meantime, Sam Corrales has a report.
Well, right after that extended first set, I saw the Angels immediately huddle and they told themselves to move on to the next play, move on to the next point. It's actually the same story, Sir Seven Paneng, as their last game wherein they got that win against Creamline. For Brooke Van Sickle, she told her teammates they have to play like they lost. Stay hungry, especially since Choco Mucho definitely wants to bounce back. That win no longer means anything. Brooke actually pointed out the huge crowd supporting their opponent today here at the Phil Sports Arena. You can actually hear the Sea of Purple, you know, rallying on their team. But I asked Brooke how she stays composed, and she said that if she gets blocked, she just thinks that the crowd is actually cheering them on to get the next point. So today, they want to come out more aggressive as they face the Titans. We're on a mission. Back to you, Sir Seven Penang.
Thank you very much, Sam. Ogunsanya, interestingly, has been off timing on 2 plays. This one she missed in the middle. In the meantime, it's still close and tight. Choco has a 1-point lead. Musa with the serve. Alba. Return to sender.
Good intention though from Royce Tobino. But grabe yung reach na yun ni Myla Pablo on the block.
Myla has been doing a lot of blocking like this one. Block of the set. I've been saying, east-west. Bang. Official back in the PVL All-Filipino Conference. Musa serving.
Oh!
Ace! First ace of the match.
And against but 2 good receivers of the Flying Titans. But, minsan pag sobrang aggressive ka on who will get the first ball, dun nagkakaroon ng miscommunication and we saw that.
Akin ba o kanya? Yung ganun naglalaro yung utak mo eh. Sabay silang ganun nag-isip. Walang nakakuha. Alba. Tobino. She missed it. And that will give Petro a 2-point lead. Challenge has been issued.
first challenge from the Flying Titans. Block touch.
In a game like this, Paneng, yung nagkakapaguran, nagkakaganda ng depensa, they both prepared. What's going to give? Kung sino mas malakas sa palo o sino mas malakas sa depensa?
Medyo mahirap dahil, I mean, kahit gaano kalakas yung palo na papakawalan mo, kung ang ganda ng depensa ng kalaban,
Good point,
hindi ka rin score. So it's more on the variation and the attacks of the attackers. Kasi alam mo na nakaabang sila sa malalakas na palo eh. So what will you do to score?
Oy! Talas na mata ng assistant.
It was actually Royce who signaled to the coaches that there was a block touch.
And it's a successful challenge, and we are knotted at 5 in the second. If you're just joining us, first set went the way of Choco by the closest of margins, 26-24. In the meantime, Alba is there. And Molde?
It was inside.
Yes, it is. It was.
Pinakawalan nila yung bola because they thought it was going out. Kita mo, umiwas si Isa doon sa bola.
Oh, matras eh. And
Serving for the Angels, Jonas Sabete.
Jonas Sabete will serve at 6-5. Sabete has 4 points. Alba tries to play it on 2. Pablo whips it. Tobino got to it ahead. Molde denied. Alba pipe attack. Too strong. Out.
Outside and no block touch. 3-point given to the Petro Gazz Angels.
You know, in that previous set, Petro had some flings with the lead, but could not get rid of Choco Mucho, actually. Here comes Sabeta, serving again. Consistent yung serve ni Jonah. I'm not gonna jinx her, but I know she's very consistent with her serve. Pablo. Oh! Touch blast by Ponce.
Pa-outside na yun eh, no? But, you know, yung motion ni Tang Ponce is really to go for the ball.
It looked like kanya. It looked like I can get to it, but I was already committed to it. And we will now slide into the technical timeout of the second.
Na-miss niyo ba yung game namin? Kung na-miss niyo, subscribe na to our YouTube channel. Subscribe na!
Still serving for Petro Gazz, Jonas Sabete.
The stress and raw emotion of this important battle etched on the faces of the players and somehow creeping into that serve of Jonas Sabete. He gives away a free point. It's 8-6. And Choco Mucho will be serving at 6-8. Molde will do that. Van Sickle. Oh! You know, Myla has been getting away with a lot of stuff on that down-the-line attack.
And may pwesto si Myla sa open hit na nakaharap na cross-court tapos papaluin ng down the line.
Nga, deceptive na. So, saan mo ilalagay yung block mo?
And we saw Mars Alba na talagang nakabantay sa cross-court, but when Myla sees that opening down the line, she can easily target that.
Set up for Ogunsanya, ball in flight. It's out of reach. Alam mo si Ogunsanya matagal din naglaro yan kasi na-injure din yan eh. So yun, ang feeling ko yung timing niya wala pa down pat eh. Good serve. Received by Bourbon and could be a net touch. No, it's not. It's down inside. Nobody's stopping it. Watch this.
Hindi na sumabay yung block doon in the cross court.
MJ Phillips, her serve. Too much on it.
Another service error from the Petro Gazz Angels.
Mars Alba now serving for the Flying Titans.
Pagka marami ng service area, usually may pagod na yan eh. Van Sickle gets it to whip against the block and scores with that foray.
Or maybe adrenaline na din.
Pwede rin.
Kasi like since nung first set, grabe mga serves na binibigay ng Petro Gazz na talagang kargado.
Side tries this. Rondina says, bakit ko ba tinira yun? But it was there for the taking. Musa knocking that down.
But good set from Chisa. At nakita na niya nagka-scramble yung blocking position ng Flying Titans.
Spike at the set. Hatid sa inyo ng Duncan. Pasalubong ng bayan. And we have a timeout called now by Dante Alinsunurin.
Pa sila, pinuper sa middle natin. Andiyan lagi. Alam niyo pag maganda, tauhin niyo na. Then kapag establish tayo, tingnan, naghuhulog na sila kasi marami tayong nag-defensahan kanina ng palo nila. Okay? Base position na tayo, ha? Pero yung side out natin, bumababa na naman. Yung side out natin, ha? Side out, ha? Sige, go.
Ako tayo, ako!
Of course, you understand that side out is used differently nowadays. The coaches want to obtain the serve. Nung araw kasi, and when Paneng was not yet born, the game was, you had to have the serve to score.
Yes.
Can you imagine how long the game would have been?
It's super haba daw.
Grabe. But in the meantime, pinahaba rin natin dahil sa challenge eh. Di ba? Same din. Naku! Nakuha ba ni Tubino? Nakuha niya.
Yes. Ayun yung sinasabi ni Coach Dante na side out. Na have a good first ball and get the point.
Tama yan. Pero medyo i-challenge. Ito na. Kasi initan na ng points. Lahat ito, minamatsagan ng ating mga coaches. Mona Bagatsing over there trying to talk to Coach Koji. Mona also a former player. And it's a chance for the teams to huddle up actually. Dati masungit pa sila na bawal kausapin ng coaches yung mga players sa huddle eh. Ngayon, ano naman magagawa mo? Yan eh.
No block touch. So that was a good challenge from the Petro Gazz Angels. It's a successful one, so the point will go to their squad.
It's now 13-8. Petro with a 5-point lead. Fontina slices it and gets some dividends. Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Those drop balls will work for the Flying Titans because we're seeing a lot of sets for their wing attackers. So yung defense pattern ng Petro Gazz talagang nasa likod waiting for strong hits.
Yes.
So if their attackers will variate their hits, for sure maiiba yung pwesto nitong Petro Gazz.
Alba, that will work. Nuna got it to bite.
Ito rin yung nawala sa Flying Titans. It's yung mga quick hits ng mga middle attackers nila.
Yeah, that's right.
Kaya yung mga blockers ng Petro Gazz parang nakaabang na sa mga wing attackers nila eh.
Nuna has scored 4 points. This is out of reach. Uh-oh. Myla Pablo hits one of the challenge cameras, I believe. Hindi pwedeng orderin sa Shopee o Lazada yan.
Not available.
No. Wala pang review eh. Oh, boom! May pagka-ninja talaga ito si Myla, sabi sa inyo eh. Okay, Petro will use a timeout. Let's try to sneak in.
One more, one catch. Relax. Here. Everyone block it. Too easy call. Okay, go. One catch. Let's go, guys.
Okay, start with pass again. Hey, Petro Gazz.
Okay. China Coanco is in the building. And andito yung number 1 volleyball fan, si Angelica Panganiban. Here we go. Down the middle with Van Sickle. Musa. Natatawa siya sa ginagawa niya. Smiling girl. Cut shot. In play. May tawag.
Yes, there was a net touch called on Cherry Nunag.
Alam mo, yung net touch is still the most depressing call in volleyball. Di ba? Nagbabakbaka, naghahabulan, tapos biglang,
I agree.
wala eh. Kailangan. Kundi, abusuin eh. Dati pa, yung buhok, tumama na sa net, counted na as a violation. Ngayon, hindi na.
Oh, naabutan ko yon.
Ikaw naman, lagi naman short ka naman eh. Ang hair
Kaya
mo.
kami pinag-short hair.
Ganun ba yun?
Yes.
Pati yun,
One of the reasons.
yun din, kaya pinakailaman ni Ramil yun. Bagay, tama naman yun, ano?
Oo, dahil to your point na sayang, ang gaganda na ng mga rallies, biglang pagbaba mo sa block, pag-ikot mo, yung buhok mo sumabit.
Napaka-depressing na tao. Wala tayong magagawa. Chisayat receiving well. Temperatura makes it a set. Tough angle to work with. Good block.
Isa Molde with a kill block.
You know, over the years, when Isa was in college at UP, she wasn't doing too much of that. But now in the pro level, she's getting better and stronger with those blocks. Huh?
I agree. And ang laki din ang in-improve ni Isa Molde.
Pablo, straight and true.
This is tough one.
Ay, walang angulo.
Yes.
Wala.
I already saw na dikit sa net yung set ni Mars Alba.
And umabot sa 16 ang Petro. We are at the second technical timeout of the second.
Bitin na kaya sa games? Watch all the replays on PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
Serving for Petro Gazz, Ren Palma.
Back with us here at the Phil Sports Arena. Petro Gazz trying to tie up the set count. The first set going the way of Choco at 26-24. 16-12 is the current lead of Petro. One hand pick up that time by Syed, who has not hardly seen any relief, if not none at all. It's on the ground, and everybody is somersaulting in the air. Pablo, oh, alive, alive! Rumors about the death of the ball were not true, and that will count.
Grabe yung effort ng Flying Titans to save the ball. But what a finish there for the Petro Gazz Angels, courtesy of that combination play.
Alam mo, tendency mo, kung kalaban mo si Jonas Sabete, nakakalimutan mo siya eh. May tendency, hindi naman papalo yan. Diyan lang yan. Bigla na lang papaluan ka. Usually off a combination. Sayang yun as that flies out. Palma surprised that happened. Still a 4-point lead for Petro. Dina Wong is going to see action. She has to ask permission from... Okay.
Okay, so this is an interesting rotation for the Flying Titans.
Sige,
because
paki-explain ito.
you have two setters inside the court with Mars Alba and Dina Wong. But Mars is in the front row, and we know that she could go for the opposite hits. So Dina will be the setter for this rotation, and opposite hitter itong si Mars Alba.
May luxury si Dante nun, ano? In the meantime,
Off the block for Isa Molde.
and look at this. Choco comes within 3.
Ang gandang palo na ni Isa Molde kahit sarado yung block.
Dina Wong serve and play. Oh, straight and true. Solid hit. This woman is really something. Sabete, when she decides to go for an attack, this is the Myra point of the set, brought to you by Myra. The White Brighter with Myra's vitamin powder, powered rather, whitening lotion. Wow, and T. Syed gets a rest now. So does Sabete.
Double substitution for the Petro Gazz Angels with Janelle Cheng and Aiza Pontillas checking in.
Aiza usually starts, but today she's coming off the bench. You gotta get used to what the coaches want to do. Usually nadi-decide sa training yan. Mars is foiled, but it's inside. It's inside, and that will be the 19th point of Petro. Angels by 5.
Good block by Aiza Pontillas. We know she's one of the better blockers of this conference. But substitution on the side of the Flying Titans. Des Cheng checking in for Mars Alba.
So finally, the sisters see each other on opposite sides of the net. Tough set by Dina Wong, but what a move. Pablo chased down by Dina and Des. Oh, that hits the antennae. All the...
So automatic point for the Petro Gazz Angels.
Coach Dante will summon his team to huddle up.
Pasa lang ulit. Pasa lang yun. Pasa lang. Pasa lang. Okay? Pasa lang, ha? Okay. Importante lang naman, yung pasa natin, ma-maximize natin. Then, pagka ang bola na lumibas sa kalat, maganda, pinupwersa tayo sa gitna. Ha? Base lang tayo, base. Middle, kahit hindi mag-block, importante, tapatan mo lang. Tapatan mo lang, ha? Okay, sige, go, 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 go.
Choco Mucho!
Ang volleyball coaching talaga, the less you say, it's usually more effective. Players are thinking of many things, so the simpler you make it, it's easier for them to execute. Kasi nagawa mo na naman ng training yung lahat ng gusto mong X's and O's. But Dante wants that middle activated more vibrantly in this game, really. Malakas.
Yes. Good timeout for Coach Dante. killing the momentum of the Petro Gazz Angels. But to your point also na activating the middle attackers of the Flying Titans will be very effective for them. But yung blockings din kasi na narinig natin na pinoint out ni Coach Dante na madalas na naiiwanan yung mga
Totoo yan, ha?
mga wing blockers nila. Kaya ang laki ng opening on the cross.
Rondina denied.
1 point, MJ Phillips.
Ang taas
Parang alam nila pagsisisi ang hahataw, ano?
Oo, tsaka ang taas ng reach ng block ni Phillips and ni Pontillas.
Now serving for Petro
If you're
Gazz,
the Flying
Pablo.
Titans, kung alam mong ang tibay ng blockings on that side, you have to parang yung coverage nyo, sikipan nyo or double time kayo sa
Good
coverage.
point, yeah. This will work for Ogunzanya.
Duque Ogunzanya.
They come within 5.
Duque Ogunzanya now serving for Choco Mucho.
And now Aduke will serve from way back there.
Oh,
Low, too low.
missed opportunity or missed chance for the Flying Titans to go for a mini run.
Wala eh. Hindi naka-under yung run na yun. 22-16.
Number 11, Marian Buitre in.
May bagong pumasok
Now serving for the Angels,
sa...
Marian Buitre.
I'll check on that. 22-16. Uh-oh.
No whistle yet.
I think so. This is Buitre on the floor for the first time. Buti hindi na nagbibigyan ng point yung ganun, ano? Yung hindi pa na bibigyan ng permission. Kundi tapos agad ang mga set actually. Oo, di ba? Dina's set is perfect. It's a beautiful set. Cheng just worked on it. And Marcy's back at setter. That's Cheng also brought out.
And Royce Tubino is now inside the court.
Van Sickle. Oh!
Hindi mo pwedeng iwan ng block itong si Pontillas. Yan yung strength niya is yung mga cross-court hits na yan. So,
Pwede pa.
once she sees that huge opening on the cross, grabe yung sharp angles niya.
Kasi laki ng Araneta Coliseum yung pagdadaanan ng bola. Mainit na stop. Downstairs. It's a set. Hindi lang nadiinan, hindi na ibaon. Rondina cuts it up and scores. And Rondina now with 11. Still close inside. 23-18 tally here in the second.
Take a look at that soft spin.
Back live. Albas reaching for it, stretching for it on the floor. That is out. Isa can't make that connection tonight, ha? Either nasa antena siya or malakas.
That's right. Medyo hindi, parang nahihirapan siya ngayon sa mga open hits niya.
Bantayado na, may pressure pa. Anyway, back to this set. Tubino nag-alangan. Alba the other way, Molde. Van Sickle cleanly gets to it. Pablo, no. Whistle, we go on. There's a challenge.
We have a challenge by Choco Mucho during the rally for block touch.
And it's during the rally. It's a block touch challenge, so this should be interesting.
Yes, the Flying Titans were telling their coaches na walang block touch kasi sa tape ng net tumama yung drop ball na yon ni Myla Pablo.
So the way this tournament goes, ano tayo na pa rin? Single round tayo?
Yes, single round robin. So baka mangyari magkaroon tayo ng do or die game on Thursday.
Oo.
It depends on the results of the game.
So if you're Petro, might as well try to win today, get a clearer view of the next couple of days, they have a foot in, most likely. I'm not saying they're in. Kasi pwede pang may isa pang team. Uh-oh, yes.
Challenge by Choco Mucho is unsuccessful. Point and second set.
And I think we're done. If that is the case, we are done with this second set. It's an unsuccessful challenge. So, sets are tied at 1 apiece. Told you, we're in for a great evening. And I have no idea if it's 4 or 5. Definitely not 3.
With Myra Whitening Vitamin Lotion, stand out with a brighter skin that just glows. Don't just be bright, be Vita Brighter with Myra Whitening Vitamin Lotion.
Player highlights, we got you covered. Subscribe now to the PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
What's up, Phil's? Having a good time? Did you know that Watson's is the official health and beauty partner of the PVL? In collaboration with the Premier Volleyball League, Watson's is giving away vouchers to our
We've got a delicious serving for all of you, whether you're still in your main course or dessert already. Look at how close this has been. 26-24 in the first set, 25-18 in the second, each one lasting for half an hour.
That's right, but you know, this is different. The second set is different from the first set dahil ang laki ng lamang ng Petro Gazz Angels. They got that 25-19, but I think what changed for the Petro Gazz Angels is yung mga middle attackers nila na minsan na-activate kaya nawawala yung blocking ng Choco Mucho Flying Titans, and we saw a lot of single blocks from the side of the Flying Titans, which means na ang laki naiiwan nila yung cross-court defense nila, kaya nahihirapan yung defense patterns on the floor ng Flying Titans. That's why we saw less of the long rallies compared to the first set. And take a look at that statistics during set 2 with Petro Gazz, 9 attack points and 4 kill blocks for that set, and 1 service ace and 7 errors from the Petro Gazz Angels. But for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, only 2 blocks and 1 service ace, and they did have more errors, 11 errors for the second set. And medyo yun na nga yung whenever kumukuha sila ng momentum, yung mga Flying Titans, sila mismo yung pumuputol noon with their errors sa service line and even yung mga attack faults nila.
At kung titingnan natin ng semis standings, ito yung pinag-usapan natin sa top of this broadcast of this particular game. Nanalo ko si Petro and Creamline won earlier today.
And we did mention that this game will be very important for both squads. And if you're Petro Gazz, they already got one win. And kung makuha pa nila tong panalo na to, they'll have a clearer picture on a clearer chance to make it to the championship round.
They actually have one step in there. They're not officially in yet because something still can happen. If you talk about adjustments, who should make adjustments going into the third set now?
Well, third set, this will be a very important, no, especially for the Flying Titans because they did have a good first set and we saw the activation of their middle attackers. I always say that na it will be helpful for all teams na once na ma-activate nila yung middle attackers, doon mag-iiba yung pace nung set plays nila dahil yung mga blockers ng kalaban nyo, mag-a-adjust yan eh, na hindi na nila alam kung kanino mo ibibigay. Eh, hindi mo naman pwedeng iwan yung mga middle attackers mo dahil ang taas din ang efficiency nila, especially if there's an open block. And yung narinig din natin kay Coach Dante na reminding his middle blockers na sumunod lang sa blocking, tumulong sa mga wing spikers na whenever they go for the block.
And a very inauspicious start for Petro Gazz in this third set as they waste their first serve. In the meantime, both setters serving off as always for each side. Sabete flying. Rondina soaring. Sabeta digging under. Van Sickle, Mars Alba with a clean puto. Saet pushed. Molde swings. That will work for Lunag, who has been quietly contributing. She has 5 points.
As long as you have a good defense or first ball, sakto kay Mars Alba as much as possible. As early as now, activate your middle attackers because take a look at that. Only one blocker in front of Cherry Lunag. So ang daming dadaanan and medyo mahihirapan din yung floor defense dyan.
Saet wants a pipe attack from Pablo. It's high up in the air. Mars Alba has to, hustle all the way back. She runs back to her setter position. Van Sickle molded down on the ground, but still in play. Rondina. Saet stretches for it. Van Sickle got it through the two blockers.
Medyo late doon sa block si Cherry Lunag. Hindi sabay yung talon nila doon ni Royce Tobino for the block against Brooke Van Sickle.
At saka minsan pag hindi nagsasabay, nakikreate yung space na in between the two blockers and the net na madaling butasan. In the meantime, molded downstairs. Here comes the attack. Rondina with a clean hit.
Yes, quick side out for the Flying Titans.
Rondina with 12 points and including that spike of the set. Atid sa inyo ng Dunkin, pasalubong ng bayan. Rondina's serve. Van Sickle. Saet. Myla, so creative today. Saet. Musa. Bakit bumabalik? Sabi nila, palo ko nga. Buhay pa yan, ha? Easy ball. Sabete. Hey! She got it in the strangest and possibly most awkward of ways, actually.
But good adjustment from her. Grabe, tingnan mo yung drop ball na yun. Sakto lang sa likod ng blockers. At ang layo ng depensa.
I think she saw, yung tanong ko sa'yo kanina, she saw it in the bottom of her eye. Uy, butas. Ulugan ko kaya. Choco with a 1-point lead here in the third. Molded, denied. That defense is so airtight. Let's send it to Sam Corrales.
Pagandahan na lang daw ng gising. That's what Cici Rondina told me ahead of this matchup against the Petro Gazz Angels. Now, even if the Titans were down in that previous set, I heard them in the huddle telling each other to stay ready dahil nag-iikotan na nga daw ng players. For Cici, sabi niya sa akin, bawal mawalan ng kumpiyansa, and she actually told me that she still watches her best plays online, whether that's here indoor or on beach volleyball, just to see kung gaano daw siya palaban during that moment. That gives her the confidence that she needs, and she's also still reading about Kobe Bryant's Mamba mentality. Now let's see how they will mount a comeback here in this third set. Back to you, Sir Seven Penang.
A million thanks, Sam Corrales. In the meantime, Molde taps it over. Pablo has to roll away. Van Sickle's shot handled well by Molde. Rondina already with 12 points. Cuts that up. Pablo makes it a long, high toss. Wow, well done. Nunat drills it in. She has 6.
Good decision there from Mars Alba, setting the ball to Cherry Nunag. Because we're seeing a lot of kill blocks from the side of Petro Gazz Angels na nababasa na nila yung mga wing attackers ng Flying Titans.
By the way, Malaluan is in the game for the first time for the Flying Titans. Van Sickle kneeling down and getting, but Phillips scores anew. She has 10.
This is also going to be a problem for the Flying Titans because Chisait is really making her middle attackers presence felt dahil ang ganda na nung dinidistribute dito ni Chisait.
Yeah, I agree.
Hindi mo na alam kung saan niya set yung bola.
She has so many options with Myla hitting long and outside. But this one, Jonah, with a lot of energy, I might say, sending that outside. We're tied at 5. Alam mo, nahalata mo, each point is fought for so fiercely. Yung walang binibigay. But look at this. Tobino. I like watching her when she's doing well. She won't smile. But when she's frustrated, kita-kita mo sa face niya. Galit na galit siya sa sarili niya. Myla. Pipe attack. And Rondinez, through the years, has now mastered that.
Grabe din kasi ang elevation niya eh. Ang taas tumalon, grabe ang hang time. Kaya minsan yung timing mo sa block naiiba din eh.
Kasi nagkakapi pa sa ere bago bumaba eh. Ang tagal bago lumanding. And Phillips bounces on the blocker.
Good connection between Phillips and Chisait.
And that connection has produced 11 for MJ Phillips, who's going to serve now. Ponce, Rondina, it's returned to sender. Mars resets. Rondina goes lefty, but hits the antenna. Nahirapan siya doon sa set na yun. And we arrive at the first technical timeout of set number 3. Sets are tied, ladies and gentlemen, at 1 set apiece.
Na-miss niyo ba yung game namin? Kung na-miss niyo, subscribe na to our YouTube channel. Subscribe na!
UAAPC Season 87 Volleyball, and let's do that again. UAAP Season 87 Volleyball is live and exclusive here on Signal. Watch it all live on the UAAP Varsity channel, One Sports and Filipinas Live, because the legends do start in the UAAP. In the meantime, action continues. We're at 8-6, Petro leading here in the third. Sets are tied, 1 apiece in case you're joining us late. Rondina slicing it up. Musa joins the party, and she has scored her second point. I checked that. She has already scored 4 points.
Everything working well for the side of the Petro Gazz Angels. Hindi nawala yung defense nitong Petro Gazz since
That
the
is so
start
true.
of this game. And I think the difference now coming to this third set is with the ball distribution of Chisait na kahit gaano kahirap yung bola dumadating sa kanya, as much as possible, set niya sa middle attackers niya.
Yun ang first priority niya eh, no? Hindi niya binubuka masyado, but Van Sickle and Ponce unable to handle the heat.
Right, but on the side naman of the Flying Titans, you could see na yung intensity nila coming from the first set, nawala na eh. Bumagal sila ng second set, at mas bumagal sila nitong third set.
And Dante Alinsunurin calls the troops back to headquarters.
Yan. Okay.
Isa-isa lang, 4 lang yan. Isa-isa natin.
Okay, naiintindihan. Nakaka-depensa, nakaka-receive, nakaka-sit, pero yung mindset natin na papatay yung bola, wala. Ipinapasok na natin yung bola. Okay? Baka ipinakatabahala na, ganun talaga, banatan yung banatan. Pag hindi, rebound tayo, recycle tayo ng ginagawa.
Oh, no sense in keeping the ball in play if you can't score the point eh, no? Patayin nyo na, it's a common volleyball term na pinapatay yung bola. Kasi may chance yung kabila pag hindi napatay yung bola.
Still serving for the Angels,
Din Santiago
MJ
yata.
Phillips.
Manapat yata yun.
Yes, and Jen Ferrer, Kat Tolentino. But I agree also to what Coach Dante told her opposing players na yung aggressiveness in the offense nawala eh on the side of the Flying Titans. Their defense was on point. Ang gaganda ng mga balikan ng bola, but nabablock na nga yung mga wingers nila. So as much as possible, mag-adjust na sa coverage itong Flying Titans to have a chance to get the ball and attack uli. Palo lang ng palo because ang dami pwedeng daanan ng bola, pwedeng mag-check ball or pwedeng tumama sa kamay ng blockers, and may hirapan sila sa defense yun if you're Petro Gazz.
Van Sickle just scored her 9th point. She saw it on the serve. That's problematic. Mars slams into our table. Saw it. Sends it to the confused camp on the part of Choco Mucho. Whoa, one-handed recovery by Chisait. Still in play. Mars gets it to bite.
Got the first point from Mars Alba. Using the hands of the blockers. Targeting down the line. Take a look at that again.
Look at Alba score on that one. Van Sickle. Umaatras si Ponce sa lakas ng hataw. Mars got it. Tobino slaps it over. Chisait with the jump set. Oh! Third or fourth longest rally. Rondina ends the party. Uwi na kayo!
Grabe, lakas ng pinalo ng Petro Gazz. Sobrang lakas, but yung defense ng Flying Titans was on point. Ang ganda din ng taas nila ng bola. Kaya nasiset yun ni Mars Alba. But what a finish there from CC Rondina. Targeting long ball.
Rondina now with 15 markers. And let's just check where we are. 11-9 is the count. Let's tune in.
No much timing. Do that. No much timing. Simple. Side. Okay. One more catch.
One good pass, guys. One good pass.
Guys, they will play defense.
Go. Hard shot. Front.
Let's go.
You have up. One point. No.
Let's get this guy. Petro Gazz. Side out.
Third set, and its count is 11-9. Angels have a slight lead. Side back to Van Sickle. That is just so smoothly done.
Baka naisip na ni Brooke na sobrang lakas ng palo nila kanina, but yung defense ng Choco Mucho, lahat naka-atras waiting for a strong hit, but take a look at that drop ball. Ang laki na naman ng opening in the middle defense.
Disrupted yung depensa, no? Naka-atras tama ka. Van Sickle's serve. Pons has been rolling on that floor all night long. In the meantime, Nuna gets that to bite. Nuna gets 7 points. Molde has 9 points. Rondina 15 on the other side. Phillips has 11. Van Sickle 10. Sabete 8. And that is long. Inside.
It was inside.
Service ace, and Rondina has tabulated 16. Syed Musa. And Musa has added 5 of her own. This is the Myra point of the set, brought to you by Myra. Be Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered lightening lotion.
So far, yung mga sets na binibigay ni Chi sa mga middle attackers niya, nako-convert nila into a point kagad.
Serving for the Angels, Nicole Tiamzon.
Ito yung familiar role ni Nicole Tiamzon. Papasok bigla na lang out of nowhere to do her service duties. Tinaas pero buhay pa. Lalim. Napauwi tayo doon. Molde is denied. Alba. Tobino!
Smart hit from Tobino. Ang ganda na ng blocker dun sa cross court. Bantay na bantay, but targeting down the line. Pina-check lang niya dun sa
May espasyo konti, no? Doon dinaan. Nunag. Saet. Pablo takes the point back. Laking bagay na pumifake ka kay Phillips, ha? Sa kombinasyon. Kala mo kay Phillips ibibigay.
Oo, and then ang maganda kasi dyan is maaga pa lang from this set, inactivate na ni Chisite yung mga middle attackers niya. It helps them a lot so far for this set dahil sumasabay yung middle blockers ng Choco sa kila MJ Phillips and Rania Musa. Kaya naiiwan yung mga wing attackers ni Chisite na one blocker lang.
Ito masaya. Ito na si Aiza Pontillas. May gagawin itong mga to. Tubino. Temperatura. Chelaho! Down! In between two defenders there.
What happened there?
Tingnan natin. Hello. Tayo nitang.
Oo. Na-confuse siya ata sa pwesto ng blockers nila.
I think Molde got that. And Isa slowly closing in on 10 points. She already has 10 points in fact.
Between Phillips and Pontillas getting that point.
You know, this set's so critical because if you take this set, you're just 25 points away from a win here, which is so crucial in the scheme of things. There's a whistle. I think it's double contact. Yes, it is.
Yes. So because of that unforced error, point given to the Petro Gazz Angels. They're up by 3 points and we're at second technical timeout.
Bitin ba kayo sa games? Watch all the replays at PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
Okay, SB Finance, ang BFF na malalapitan. Here we go. Molde hits it high. It's long and out. And that'll make the count 17-13. As promised, we are going to be either your delicious dessert or part of your menu tonight. And this is close and tight. Set number 3. Just an update. Choco took the first. Petro took the second.
Oh, that's way outside.
Nung pag high school ang player, ano, yung mga coaches nawawala pagka hindi pumasok yung serve. Pagka pro level, okay na yan, may tina-target naman eh.
Oo. Kargado naman eh.
Van Sickle. Rondina. No entry.
But the coverage was there. Ang layo lang nung bounce ng bola.
And it's a block of the set brought to you by East West Bank, the official bank of the PVL All-Filipino Conference. Buitre and Musha come back in. Major Palasa. Si Coach Koji.
Serving for the Angels, Marian Buitre.
Alam mo, kailangan ready ka na nowadays, whether second six ka o third six ka pa. Kasi sa dami ng nai-injure, di ba? Sa pagod ng laro. Ang haba ng lineup na ginagamit ng Petro tonight. In the meantime, Pontillas, one more time around the block. Rondina checks the other side. Nowhere to go. Cheng says, I got it. Pontillas says, mababa. In the meantime, here's the attack. Malaluan, nowhere to go. Alive! No whistle. Tuloy outside.
Good on the side of the Flying Titans na hindi sila huminto sa play. And yung coverage nila na ang ganda na nung blockings ng Petro Gazz. And I did mention na kung maganda na yung blockings ng opponents nyo, sikipan nyo yung coverage nyo dahil yung mga minsan tinatawag natin dyan sa block, yung mga balikpato. Balik ka. Ang bilis ng balik ng bola sa kanila.
You were thinking of a way to say it the other way. There's no other way.
There's no other way.
Dahil ng puto, wala namang ibang word yan. May language of its own ng volleyball sa Pilipinas, mga kaibigan. Kuminsan nga, it's so lethal eh. Patayin ng bola. Itaas, iputo. Ipatong.
Tight set.
Ay, masyadong masikip sa Pilipinas. And that is going to be point 20. Petro Gazz, the Angels, beginning to smile here. Timeout taken by Dante Abunchinore.
Natin isa-isa lang. Malayo, pero kung makakuha tayo ng momentum, tutuloy-tuloy yan. Importante, hindi tayo makakuha eh, di ba? Nakakakuha tayo ng side out, nakakuha tayo ng break point, pero unforced error naman lagi. Okay, nagkakaintindihan, nag-unforced error pa rin ha? O ha? Okay, balik ulit, balik. Gaga.
Hey, Choco Mucho! Titan friend!
Serving for the Angels, Isa Pontillas.
2015 as Isa Pontillas. Uh-oh. Cheng says get out. Van Sickle. Molde got to it. Rondina out.
No block touch, but I think the coaches will challenge that call.
There's a challenge from Choco Mucho for block touch.
I would just like to remind you that, for this particular stage of the tournament, semifinals, and I'm sure pretty sure all the way to the finals, we have some international referees. Earlier, Mr. Wong of, I believe, Hong Kong did that first game where Dreamline won against Akari in straight sets. And now our first referee here is Madam Sasirapa Otakam Kampuri. from Thailand. Boy, nakita mo sa IG yung nangyari sa Thailand, ano?
Yeah.
We commiserate that. We have friends and relatives there. That's really a bad earthquake and all kinds of tsunami. We pray for the families and the people that have been affected. Pati sa Myanmar.
Myanmar. I think the epicenter was in Myanmar.
Grabe, no? 21:15. Ayun, may mga tao sa gate. Tingnan natin kung ito, madrama pa. Lampas. Ilalampas. Walang block touch.
No block touch, so unsuccessful challenge for the Flying Titans. The point will stay with the Petro Gazz Angels.
One more challenge remaining in the set.
And Isa continues serving. It's in play. Chang Van Sickle.
Oh!
Center line football.
Net touch ba?
That I'm not sure.
Net touch yata. Pati si Coach Koji, hindi sure eh. Challenge siguro.
We have a challenge from Petro Gazz for football.
Football. Okay. Look at Coach Koji. He's demonstrating what happened.
Sa bilis ng pangyayari, hindi ko rin nalaman kung ano nangyari.
Si Coach Koji looks like he was doing the moonwalk actually. Well, a win is so inspired for him. Let's see. Dan. Doon. He's stepping. And Brooke doesn't even know she did it.
Challenge by Petro Gazz is
Pero minsan
unsuccessful.
talaga, hindi mo rin mapipil na nag-football ka. Lalo na pag tight yung set, tapos bigla kang umikot pagka-land.
May timeout humingi si Coach Koji. Though lamang sila na...
Timeout Petro Gazz.
Right here. You have a nickel set. Focus. Right here. Simple.
1 to 5 or 1 to 5. 20 to 25.
Okay, now. Catch.
Have a good pass first.
Don't do the rush. Slowly, fast. Don't do the panic. Okay, let's go.
Push forward. Goal muna. Next point. Goal. Next point. Petro Gazz. Angels.
Eto, di pa magkaalaman. 5 ang lamang ng Petro. Mars Alba serve in play. Solid hit. Rondina makes do. Van Sickle gets it to score. And Van Sickle now with a total of 13.
Take a look at that again. Sa gitna na naman.
No? Parang yun ang nabubutak kasi umaabang sila ng malakas na palo.
Oo. Which I understand din naman dahil
Oo naman.
grabe din yung mga pinapakuwalang palo ng Petro Gazz. But
Hindi na huli ni Rondina.
is that another kill block from Myla Pablo?
Yep,
Oo, it
you're
was.
right. Parang nanalo sa Olympics si Myla doon sa block na yun.
But grabe din yung mga blocks niya for this game. Medyo
absolutely.
napadami na siya.
Ball out.
That was outside. No block touch. So the point will go to the Petro Gazz Angels and they are now at set point.
Serving for the
Myla
set.
Pablo
Van
has
Sickle.
uncorked 5 blocks.
5 blocks already.
No, this game, marami yun. But Van Sickle wastes her serve and sends it into the waiting net. Rondina will serve on the other end. 1 set point save.
Substitution for number 1, Monte out. Number 4, Bean Mendrez in.
Mayan Mendres, who used to play for NU, is on the floor for the first time tonight for Choco. Myla. Robino. Chang. That's inside. That is inside. And now the Petro Gazz Angels have a 2-1 lead after taking this third 25-17. We will be back with your fourth set shortly.
Player highlights, we got you covered. Subscribe now to the PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
You can see the score on your screens with Petro Gazz Angels getting that third set win. First set 24-26, 25-18, and 25-17. What a set for the Petro Gazz Angels. They did have the momentum coming from a good game during the second set, but on the third set, I think the difference was with Chi Saet activating her middle attackers and a good ball distribution to all of her attackers, even in the back row whenever Brooke Van Sickle was there. But when on the side of the Flying Titans, they are having problems right now with their floor defense dahil yung ang ganda ng blocking ng Petro Gazz and hindi masyadong madami na convert na attack points yung Flying Titans. But actually, if we take a look at the statistics, take a look at that attack points, 14 from Petro Gazz and 4 kill blocks from the Angels. No service ace from them and 6 errors for the Petro Gazz Angels. But for the Flying Titans, they were only able to convert 10 attack points out of 50 attempts. That's only 20% efficiency for that set. No block points and 1 service ace for their squad. They did have 7 errors, but I think yung naging problema nila doon on that third set was ball distribution as well and how their attackers convert the sets into a point. Narinig natin si Coach Dante na yung offense nila is hindi na ganun kalalakas or hindi na ganun ka-convincing na dumadating sa Petro Gazz Angels. So as much as possible coming into this set, this is going to be a very important one for the Flying Titans. And different lineup from them actually with Mayan Mendres, Dina Wong, and Pecania starting for their squads.
Palasa ng major palasa ang ginawa ni Coach Dante rito. Samantala, keep in mind, if Petro Gazz wins, they have a very good chance of making it into the finals. Not outright, but
a clearer picture.
Clear picture. That's well said. In the meantime, Rondina. Van Sickle. Tang has been hitting the floor endlessly. Rondina Maiba naman, sabi niya, 17 points.
Different lineup here for the Petro Gazz Angels with Aiza Pontilla starting for their squad. So most probably it will be Jonas Abete will play wing spiker and Aiza will be their opposite.
Here's Dina Wong. Van Sickle accepting, gets the set. May drop it to the floor. Rondina, no entry. Set. The whip. No return. Van Sickle with 14.
Miscommunication then who will get the defense.
Serving for Petro Gazz, Chi Saet.
Rondina took a moment there to, gather her thoughts and check on herself as Chi Saet has issued that many excellent sets. I'm no longer surprised, but her serve has been a problem for her. I think that's the second service error by Chi Saet. Tabla po dito sa fourth set. Sabi sa inyo, either 4 or 5 ito eh. Lalim, lalim.
Yeah, good serve.
Layo ni Jonah.
Take a look at the float on that one.
Yun.
Biglang bumagsak sa gitna.
Sumalong pa ba doon? Diyan ka na mag-serve sa tennis ngayon.
At
Biglang cambio doon.
oo nga eh.
Saet.
Ibang sport.
Musa Mendres denied. One more time around the neighborhood. That goes through.
The defense from Mayan.
First point from Mayan Mendres.
Sam Corrales has her fourth set report.
4-2 Choco Mucho.
Sir 7, Paneng, you said it right. No easy points are being given in this match. It could go to a 4 or a 5 or a 5th setter. And I got to speak to Remy Palma about this earlier. And she said that they all have to encourage one another, whether they're on the court or on the bench, because this is going to be a long match. Now, for her at this point, she said it's not just about making points or getting names on their stat sheet. It's about the trust that they have with one another. Now here at courtside, you can actually see her telling her teammates that they did a good job, but I'll get more updates later on as we check into this timeout.
Okay. 1 point, go, let's go. Okay.
Huwag kayong magmadali sa ginagawa nyo.
Go, sir, let's go.
Hey, Petro Gazz Angels!
That last play mishandled. Now Choco Mucho has a 3-point lead here. Now, alam mahirap kalaban Choco Mucho. Pagka dulo-dulo, marunong manalo sa dulo ito. So, if you're Petro Gazz, you're thinking about that. Mayan gets to it. Rondina fires away. No problem that time for Borbon. This one is in the air. Mendez hits it out.
That was outside. Oh, they called. There was a block touch.
Watch this. Maybe,
Tight.
Nako, ang sikip.
A good block there from BBS.
Alam mo to si Chi Saet hindi tumatandaan. And that's just like good wine. Getting better every year. Habang tumitikit sa net, and she just has this lovely attitude, just enjoying the game. Nag-assistant coach na sa Lasal yan, ha?
Naabutan ko yon.
Naabutan mo. In the meantime.
Error on the attack there from Jonas Abete.
And now Choco Mucho threatening to send us to the full route. I'm not surprised. It's a 7-3 lead. And the serve is in their hands. Pecaña back in the game. Puntillas. Oh, hammer time.
Again, no cross-court block there for Pontillas. Take a look at that sharp angle from her.
Parang karpintero, maragaling sa pako. Hindi naman talagang baon na baon eh. Tak, 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 bang! Nice drop, but handled well by the Angels. Ponce, no nag-fakes. Molden, I think she got it. She got the corner. Molden quietly registering 11. Look at that, Ross. Hello, walang tao. Bukas na lang po delivery. 8-4, technical time.
Na-miss niyo ba yung game namin? Kung na-miss niyo, subscribe na to our YouTube channel. Subscribe na!
Right here in the Premier Volleyball League, it is the semifinals, and I do have a quick update from courtside on Myla Pablo. Now earlier, she was on the floor, the coaches were releasing her right now, and the team PT told me that it's just for safety and prevention, especially since it's been a long week, a long season, and this is definitely going to be a long game with teams going at it point by point. So that's all for now at courtside. Back to you, Sir Seb and Penang.
Thank you very much, Sam Corrales. You saw Myla stretching those... saan ba masakit yan, Paneng? All over, ano? Pag ganito game, eh.
I think yung ni-report ni Sam was her calves.
Baka nagka-cramp, ano?
Oo, nagka-cramp siya ngayon. Kaya nagkaroon din ng different rotation here for Petro Gazz.
Alam mo, ang athlete, kahit na nasa condition, pag inabot ng cramps, di ba?
Yeah.
Yung maraming players may history ng cramping, eh. In different sports, huh? In the meantime, Mayan, Mendez, Chisayat. Oh, is it playable? It is. Ponce makes it a set. Rondina makes it a spike. Here comes Chisayat Phillips. Hello, I'm here.
Taas ulit ng reach ni Phillips with that quick hit.
MJ with 13. Sabete is at the service area. A 3-point lead by Choco Mucho, down in the set count by 1. Rondina reconnects. That's 20 points.
Or CC targeting cross court. And the confusion there in the defense between Brooks and Tempiatura.
Servo Nunag. Phillips, nowhere to go. Oh, that is wicked.
Down the line hit from Brooke Van Sickle. Tingnan natin saan dumaan yung bola.
Sabi ng Waze sa 32nd Street.
Ang late lang ng opening na yun sa down the line, ha?
Alam mo yun, mahilig ka rin dyan dati. In the meantime, Phillips.
Oh, still alive!
Yes, it is. In the oddest of ways. Rondina. Sige, magkagulo kayo dyan. CC with 21. Ano pinoproblema ni CC? Nandun siya kay Miss Sassy.
I think they were asking about a lifting na hindi tinawag ng referee because the ball was in play.
Okay na siyang sumangguni dahil siya ang kapitan, ano ha?
That's right.
Oh! And this is getting interesting. Petro Gazz coming within 3. Side serve.
Oh,
Long, just long. She has struggled with her serve here tonight. That's her 3rd service error.
di makakuha ng mini run itong Petro Gazz Angels.
4-point lead. We're approaching the middle of this 4th set. Said elevates it. Brooks Van Sickle nowhere to go.
Chance here for the Flying Titans.
Will they capitalize on it? Let's see. Hindi madiin. Ayun na, pero nagkagulo. Nagkagulo sa bahagi ng Petro Gazz.
Double contact
Oo.
was called on Ganya Musa because she went for the block. And then siya pa yung nag-cover.
Montillas. Hindi na itaas. And it's a 6-point lead as the Choco Mucho faithful celebrate. Ito, papunta sa atin ito. Whoop!
So biggest lead for the Flying Titans right now. 6 points advantage for this 4th set.
Is it enough to tie it all up and go 5? That's a crawler. And a crawler of the net gives them their biggest lead right now, a 7-pointer. Myra, point of the set, brought to you by Myra. Be Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. Ano ba yan? Sabi ng Petro Gazz. Libre si Mendez. Nowhere to go. Blocked.
Dalawang beses sumapit sa net yung serve ni CC.
Ito, sarado eh.
Oo. Mahirap padaanin ang bola kay
Wala.
Yes.
Sarado yung mga kalye. Kahit ano pa sabihin ng Waze. 59 ang count natin. Back row.
Good read by Pontillas.
Oo, maganda yung pagkaka-stretch niya. Sabete. Ponce. Down the floor goes Brooke.
Oh!
Wala nang pupuntahan. Meron pa rin. And it is alive.
Tight set.
Binaon bigla.
Oh, there was a net touch.
Hindi binigay. Anyway, we have arrived at the second technical timeout mark, 69. Choco Mucho is ahead.
Bitin na kayo sa games? Watch all the replays on PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
This evening getting to be more and more interesting. Alam mo, nabanggit ko kay Paneng during this timeout. In case Choco wins, everybody will be tied up together.
1 win and 1 loss.
That's going to be interesting who finally makes it with those 2 seats in the finals. They have their posters and streamers. They're always here when Choco Mucho plays. Siyempre, gusto ng Petro Gazz wasakin yung pagkakamit uli ng Creamline at saka ng Choco Mucho. The meantime, the service long. Ito yung mahirap na habulin part pa nang yung gitna ng set, yung 16-10.
Oo, kasi biglang nag-iiba, no?
Hindi yung 10-5, 10-6, 10-7. Pero itong 16, tingnan natin. Ito si Musa, sabi ko sa kanya before the game, ngiti-ngiti ka. And she's just a good smiling player. In the meantime, in play. Handled well. Cheng is there. Pontillas blocked. Cheng again. Sabete punches it through.
Jonas Sabete.
Good set from Cheng, and take a look at that down the line hit from Jonas Abete.
The count is 16-11. 11 is serving against 16 here. Rania Musa serve. Problematic lift. Cheng. Open. Oh, what a block.
Good block from Isa Molde.
Molde has accounted for 12 points. Myla Pablo returns. Jonas Sabete hits the bench. 6-point lead for the Flying Titans.
That was inside.
Yep. She got the corner.
That's right. I think the set was a bit too low for Phillips, but still, she was able to adjust and target that long ball.
Lead is down to 5.
Pontillas.
And Pontillas serves. Ponce receiving. Wong. Rondina cuts it up. Pablo fires. Rondina on the receiving end. Mendez. And it's a touch ball. It's a check ball.
It was.
You know, Mendez coming off the bench has added 5 points of her own.
Targeting down the line. Tumama doon sa braso ni Janelle.
Mendez on her serve. Pablo. Van Sickle protecting the turf. Pablo zips it in.
We're seeing low sets from Janelle Cheng to her wing attackers. And I think yan yung comfort ng mga wingers niya. Yung mababa at mabilis na set.
Parang pag ganun, they can do a little more. They can variate whatever spike they want to do. In the meantime, Ponce accepting. Rondina. No problem. 23 points.
Take a look at that. Facing cross court and targeting down the line.
Take some body control to make that decision, make that happen. In the meantime, Cheng.
Oh,
Ang baba ng toss ni Des.
too short. But they're in a comfortable lead.
Buitre is back on the floor. She will serve.
For the Angels, Marian Buitre.
Oh, oh, it was inside.
Ay, sumalak pa baba.
Akala ko
Oh, it looked
mag-outside.
long Watch this. Right in the corner. 4-point lead. Rondina ends the madness with 24 points.
Nanduman yung palo na yun ni Cici Rondina. There were already 2 blockers in front of her. Sa gitna pa rin ng blocker, dumaan yung bola.
Wong, Cheng, Musa, Rondina, and Sickle, Cheng.
That was outside, no block touch. Everything working well on the side of the Flying Titans. They have a 6-point advantage for this set.
We asked earlier which of the MVPs would produce points. Well, Rondina with 24, Van Sickle with 17. Musa on the run. Nagkagulo ang Choco Mucho. 5-point lead. It's been a familiar refrain for Choco Mucho here in the fourth. First set going Choco Mucho's way at 26-24. The second and third going the Angels' way. This is problematic.
Not a 3-0 run for the Petro Gazz Angels.
You know what Choco doesn't want to happen? Another freeze. They don't want to happen what happened last time around. Now that they're in the lead.
Oh!
4-0 run. Panay.
That's right. So the pressure is on for the Flying Titans. They had a comfortable lead a while ago. But this time with this run of 4-0 run of the Petro Gazz Angels, Coach Dante calls for a timeout.
Sa maganda receive!
Receive lang yan, ha? One. And, go.
Hey, Choco Mucho!
Action continues. It's 21-18. 4 straight points by Petro Gazz. And we have to do some housekeeping on the side of Petro Gazz. Or rather, on the Choco Mucho side. Alam mo, pag nagmamadali, uminom yung mga players, may mga natatapon dyan.
That's right. Tas minsan may mga ice packs pa on the side.
Oo. Eto, kanina na silip niyo yung shot ni Direk Nick Earnshaw sa ating first referee, si Sasi Rapa Patyong Kalburi from Thailand. Yellow card. Delay of game siguro. Di kaya, meron nakasmile si Ma'am eh.
I think so too. Dahil lahat ng teams nasa court na and then we're waiting for a gentleman there sweeping the floor, making sure that it's dry on the side of the Flying Titans.
Kasi di ba mahirap nga naman pag tumakbo din yung mga player eh. Pero si Coach Koji naman concerned kasi nasa kanya momentum eh.
Yellow card has been assessed on Choco Mucho for the late game.
Okay. It's really wet ha. Tatlong tao na yan, tatlong basahan na yan. Baka may natapon eh, alam mo. Tapos
Baka mamaya hindi pala tubig. No? It might be
energy
oil
drink
or
something, di ba?
yeah.
Kaya mas mas malagkit. Anyway, Coach Koji is talking to Miss Sasi. But we have the game continuing. We're currently on a 4-0 run by the Angels. Rondina. It's in the air. Playable. Ay, short si CC.
But credit that point also to the chase of Janelle Cheng and defense of Myla Pablo. 5-0 run so far for the Petro Gazz Angels.
4 yata.
4-0.
Oh, di ba, run pa rin. Mali ang bilang ko. Ako mali kanina. So, It's 4-0. It's still a run. Molde.
Good defense. Oh,
Buhay pa yan. And they will dig it over. Rondina reaches for it. She missed
outside.
it. Nagigil si Sisi.
Oh,
Ayan na. 5-0 run.
5-0 run. Oh my. The Flying Titans needs to adjust and do something about this if they want to kill the momentum and get the momentum away from the Petro Gazz Angels.
You know, the nightmare of the previous game beginning to hound the Flying Titans. It's 6-0 and we're tied.
What a run here by the Petro Gazz Angels. Timeout, the Flying Titans. Let's listen in.
Sapat lang naman yan, ha? Okay, yun lang naman yun, ha? Ay, sige. Para di mas maganda, ano tayo? Kilisip na tayo. Biging tayo, to tayo. To tayo, ha? Ga.
And right now, just right now, in the last 6 points, the mental aspect of the game has kicked in so clearly. It's hard to close out sets, lalo na yung trying to extend it to a 5th set. Look at that defensive gem. Bang, right there.
This is a strong front row for the Petro Gazz Angels with Maiza, napaghalo ko na. With Aiza Fontillas there guarding the opposite block for the Angels, and you have BBS there as your wing spiker. So this next point will be very important for either squad.
Yeah, I agree. This could go either way now. 21-21.
And a service ace there by Janelle Chang. What a run. Take a look at that. Hindi man lamang sa long ball bumagsak
Hindi man lang di ba? Parang in slow-mo pa nga
Yeah, nasa harap na
It's the 3rd service ace! Oh, look at that!
7-0 run. What a service ace
Why
here.
is this, you ask as a Choco Mucho fan, why is this happening to us? This happened in that previous game as well.
They had a big lead early on, but nahirapan sila to get a point because of a good run here by the Petro Gazz Angels and the ball distribution by Janelle Cheng.
They had a 14-11 lead against Akari. They could not finish it. But this one, Ronaldina keeps them alive. CC with 25.
Much needed points for the Flying Titans.
Tagal, bago naka-score ulit. 7 straight. Van Sickle receives. Cheng. Van Sickle. Medyo namumursyento na ng konti si Cheng.
Oo. Tight one for Mendrez, but good attack there.
Yes! And we are at match point. What a comeback by Petro, although it's not yet complete.
But I have to agree, what a comeback indeed, because the game was actually going in favors of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, but they had a hard time on getting a good first ball and executing a play.
We are at match point, ladies and gentlemen. Who would have thought? But this is inside, and we are not yet done. They will challenge them.
That was Royce Tubino off the bench, checking in for Isa Molde.
This is the time to use those challenges. Ako naman, I hate it when championship point na. Bigla siya challenge.
Nakaputol ng momentum no? But
Anticlimactic, pero I think it was, I think last year sa UAAP, Coach Cook called off the challenge para sa NU, and okay, we're okay.
But this point is very important for the Flying Titans, right? But outside to, the Petro Gazz Angels will win this game. But if it's inside, more chance here for the Flying Titans.
Grabe ang pag-freeze at meltdown itong Flying Titans, ha?
Yeah.
Second straight game, ha?
Ang laki na nung lamang nila kanina, as much as 5 points.
Yeah. Kasi lamang na lamang sila na 21-15. Tapos biglang umarangkada, 7 straight. Oh, bigla na lang 9-1 run na ito. But it's still problematic if you're the Titans. You allowed too many points to happen during this stretch.
I think there were a lot of miscommunications on the side of the Flying Titans early on.
Executions, di ba?
Yes, and the Angels capitalized on those lapses from the Flying Titans. They had better floor defense, aggressive attackers, and a steady service from Janelle Cheng.
I understand why we're taking a little longer. Isa sa pinakamahirap yung ball in, ball out. Eh. Excuse me, dadating ang araw yung bola na yan, may chip yan.
May eagle eye na.
Saka sa tennis, down pat na. Kasi I feel maliit yung bola sa tennis eh. There's a big question mark here at the venue and wherever you're catching us right now.
It's taking a while. Medyo pa suspense, ha?
And it could also be inconclusive. Huh?
Pwede rin yung mangyari. If they weren't able to get the right angle.
And still, they're still reviewing right now.
Gusto mo yung tunog ng drums?
Halo na ng music at saka tunog ng drum. Wala namang ginagawa yung mga yan. Sige, mukhang nagmerienda na eh. Ito, tingnan natin. Ito, pa-suspense pa eh. Oh.
Wala pa din. Ayan na.
Ayan na, miss. Ayan na, miss.
Oh.
Challenge, counter challenge. And look at Petro Gazz. Some of their officials, Oliver Almadro, who's thinking of their program and one of their consultants.
May hawak pa na cellphone ng ibang Angels. May different angle.
They can counter challenge, huh?
Yeah, they can.
Can you imagine kung walang challenge, how everybody will go bananas here? But look at that. Petro Gazz is also, they feel they've won it already. Huh?
Yeah, but you know, lamang pa rin sila ng 1 point. So this next point will be very important for the Petro Gazz Angels.
Because they don't want to go to a fifth set with this
Yeah.
Choco Mucho team. If you're Choco Mucho, suddenly you will be in dire straits after this. You'll be at 0-2.
But you know, if you're inside the court playing Petro Gazz, Flying Titans, if the referees or the officials already made the decision, mag-focus na kayo sa next play nyo. Kasi
can't do anything about it.
you can't do anything about it na. So the best you could do is to just talk to your teammates and discuss kung ano yung next set play nyo.
And I think that's probably what Janelle Cheng is doing on her side of the floor. Same thing with, now, ang buhay kasi ng Choco nakasalalay dito eh.
Oo. I also understand their frustration kasi 'di ba, mananalo ka na tapos biglang
Alin ng Petro?
Oo, ang Petro na you already have this chance but
it's still not in the bag.
I agree.
Hindi lumusot yung credit card muna. Hindi pa conclusive and they're really looking at it. They can, you know, sometimes it can be so inconclusive. But we showed it na. May counter challenge actually. Anyway, Petro Gazz, should they get the point, this will seal it. What a run by them here in the fourth. (24-22). This is probably one of the longest that we've been in the challenge. The longest I saw was in Santa Rosa about a year ago. We couldn't spot exactly where it was.
But I'm not sure if there's a counter challenge from
Petro?
yeah.
We now have a referee's challenge of that last play.
Okay, well, let's go through this, Paneng, as we have you back with us. There was a challenge by Petro Gazz because the point initially was given to
the
Choco
Flying
Mucho.
Titans, yes.
And now
with that opposite hit of...
Judgeable. It's declared inconclusive. This will be to the consternation and disappointment of Petro. But they'll have to live with it, you know.
Yes, so it's... the angles, walang angle na nakuha yung cameras natin.
You can understand the disappointment by Petro. You can understand.
Yeah. So it's inconclusive.
I sensed it. When we have an inconclusive challenge, it simply means that from the replays, from the challenges, it's not clear. So the original decision will hold. Yes, the original point will hold.
So the point will stay with the Flying Titans.
Good point by Isa Maiso Contillas. He's asking about the position and the rotation because nagkagulo na eh, di ba?
Oo, ang tagal eh.
Really smart. So where are we score-wise? Here we are.
23.
It's match point still.
Arocha in the service area for the Flying Titans.
Wow, first time to be in the game. Do they win it?
Oh, that's a short one.
And we are going to be tied. We're going to be tied.
The ball was too low for Myla Pablo, but a good block there from Joyce Tubino.
Here's your point, Panay. You gotta forget about what happened. You gotta come back to the fact that you have to win the next 2 points.
That's right. A good first ball.
Chang Pontillas burns the net. Second match point.
Isa Maiso Pontillas.
Samson will come in. So will MJ Phillips. Buitres out.
Take a look at that. Ang laki ng openings at down the line for Pontillas. Nicole Chamzon, service specialist for the Petro Gazz Angels.
Boy, what a tense finish to
Serving
this
for the
one.
match, Nicole Chamzon.
I agree.
Rondina.
Oh!
And we are going a little longer here. What a tough stand by both teams here.
Good decision by Dina Wong, setting the ball to Cherry Nuna. Kita mo, hindi sabay tumalon yung blockers ng Petro Gazz Angels.
25 all, now a race to 27. Serving for the Flying Titans, Royce Tubino.
2 match points saved already. Tubino served very low.
Oh!
Pablo got the corner and a third match point.
But I saw na nahirapan si Myla Pablo doon. Ang baba ng set ni Janelle Cheng.
She had to adjust in the air.
Yes.
Watch this. We are unable to catch it though. There's a challenge. Boy, ubusan ng challenge ito.
They will challenge footfall against Myla Pablo. Kasi ang baba ng set, hinabol lang niya yung bola. So there might be a chance na may footfall doon o pagkalan niya.
Paglanding niya, no? Which you don't want to cross that line in the middle actually. Nakakatuwa nowadays, you know, kasi may video assist yung ating mga coaches. And some of them, they can see, oh, grabe ang drama nito. Bakbakan nito.
I know.
Kasi so much is at stake.
But grabe na din naman kasi ang hinabol ng Petro Gazz kanina.
And I understand why they don't want to go to a fifth. If Petro Gazz goes on to win here, they will be at 2-0. Akari will be at 1-1. Choco Mucho will be at 0-2. What is the call?
Unsuccessful challenge on the side of the Flying Titans. So the point will stay with the Petro Gazz Angels.
We are at our third match point.
Chance here for the Flying Titans. Oh!
Hindi na tinan, hindi na mauna. Pwede na matapos dito, hindi pa. Tinaas ni Dina. Rondina. Chance again. Cheng says, let's go here. Petro. Contillas, Cheng. Pablo. Still alive. Van Sickle. Cheng. Pablo again. Yes! And it's done. It's over. Petro Gazz with their second win. And what a comeback.
What a comeback indeed by the Petro Gazz Angels. It was a good run for them. You know, the set was about to go to the Flying Titans, but they let go of that, actually.
Yeah. And they had an 8-0 run. By the way, the Panalo play of the game brought to you by Yakult. Yakult every day, okay. Boy, hindi makakatulog si Maya, pero pagod na pagod yan.
And coming off the bench pa to si Maela Pablo.
Diba?
Hindi siya nag-start ng fourth set. But grabe yung habol na pinakita ng Petro Gazz Angels. And because of that run, nag-iba yung takbo ng game na to. Yung momentum clearly went to the side of the Petro Gazz Angels. And na-pressure din yung side ng Flying Titans kasi nawala sa kanila yung 6-point advantage at the latter part of that set.
21-15 nun di ba?
That's right.
And ito, final count. It's a 3-4 set win by the Petro Gazz Angels. And they have a good look at the possible seat in the finals, Maneng.
Yes, because of this win, they're already at 2 wins. Sila pa lang walang talo for this series, and the rest, Akari, Choco Mucho, Creamline, lahat sila may one.
With 1 game to go pa.
Yes, may 1 game to go pa.
Against Akari, which will be against Akari, ano? Tama. As
Yes.
Sam Corrales will talk with our best player. Sino ang best player natin?
Of course, Brooke Van Sickle, leading scorer.
Okay, go ahead, Sam.
Our player of the game tonight in this huge win by the Petro Gazz Angels is no other than BVS Brooke Van Sickle. Across the board, you've got 17 points of 16 attacks, 1 block, 22 excellent receptions, and 12 excellent digs. So, congratulations on your second straight win here in the semifinals. Let's talk about that intense fourth set. You guys had an 8-0 run. Can you tell us how you guys were able to pull away to get this match, Brooke?
Yeah, Choco Mucho did a fantastic job. They came out with so much energy. There's defense and offense, so physical, their players. And we just kept talking as a team. Like Ren kept reminding us to stay calm and just to stay patient. Because with a team like this, it's really hard to get points and perform at a very high level because they keep you grounded. So it was just stay patient. They're gonna dig balls, they're gonna get kills, but we just have to, stay calm, stay together, and see what we can manage.
Well, the momentum kind of stopped after that long challenge. Can you tell us what you guys were talking about inside the court before the match resumed?
Yeah, we went through a couple of challenges, and as a team, we just basically talked about it hey, we don't know what the outcome of the challenge is going to be, but let's just prepare for the worst. Let's just get the mindset that we're going to have to side out right now and not rely on fate to call off and it is what it is. So I'm just happy that we're able to keep focus after Tavino had a great kill. So.
Of course, the job's not done. You still have one more game on Thursday. You're going to be 1 game away from the finals and possibly your first finals appearance here in the PVL. Brooke, can you tell us what you're willing to do to make that happen?
Yeah, just we're still in semifinals, just taking it game by game. Even though we're 2-0 right now, it doesn't mean I don't know if we're in. I don't think we're in right now, no. So it's still up to, we have the next game, so we got to come out firing if we want that spot in the final round.
Now, Brooke, anybody you'd like to greet the fans that came out here at the Phil Sports Arena on this holiday, your family and friends watching on TV?
Yeah, thank you, Gasmates and PBL fans for coming out tonight. Thank you so much for this electric atmosphere. It's so awesome to be able to play volleyball in front of a country that just loves the sport so much. And I miss my parents. They didn't get to be here at this game, but I, hope they're doing well back at home. And much love to them and all love to the fans too. Have a good night, everyone.
And you just heard from the player of the game, Brooke Van Sickle. Back to you, 7 Penang.
Buhay pa ba tayong dalawa? Kaya pa. One more set. But congratulations. What a comeback. And they completed the 12-4 run. And this is our schedule.
Of course, semifinals again on Thursday, April 3. Game 1 will be Akari Chargers, 4 p.m. against the Petro Gazz Angels.
At a win there by Petro Gazz really seals it. I have no doubt about it.
Yeah.
And the second game?
Second game will be...
Sila na naman.
Yes, the battle of the sister teams with Choco Mucho Flying Titans, 6:30 p.m. against the Creamline Cool Smashers. That will be in the Araneta Coliseum.
Okay, like to thank Paneng Mercado Concept Bada, as well as Sam Corrales. And I'm bulol na at this point.
Oo
But
nga eh.
it's all right as long as you all enjoy the game. Big win by the Petro Gazz Angels, their second straight. And we'll see you all on Thursday. Big Dome is our venue. Come Thursday, it's going to be a big day for the heart of volleyball, and you have to be there.